Why don't we begin on our backs today? Why don't we start with the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the side. And you can rest your hands on your thighs if that would support the letting go, or you can just rest them on the ground. I invite you to close your eyes, and if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, then just try to relax your eyes and just keep them steady and not looking around. You can start to feel the breath. Maybe it's easy to feel the breath in the low belly with the legs out like this. And you can just feel that triangle of your pelvis expanding and breathing. And then allow the breath to deepen so that it moves up across the ribs, still starting in the belly. And then completing the breath, moving from belly to ribs to chest. And if the hands are on the thighs, release them to the ground and lift the knees together and lift the feet off the ground. And then just begin to circle the knees in the air. And often we do this with the hands on the knees, but today we're going to do it without the hands on the knees, just to work the abs a little bit as we circle. You can see how those lateral muscles in your belly need to engage. And if you want to work harder, instead of having the knees bent, you can have the legs straight and make bigger circles. I'm actually finding that it's not any harder, it's just different, but see what you like. Stay connected to your breath, maybe coordinate the movement with your breathing. And then circle the other way. And come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. And then bend the knees at right angles so that the feet are at the height of the knees. And then pull your belly down toward your back so that you feel your lower back pressing into the ground. Connect with a nice, deep, rhythmic breath. And then while continuing to press your lower back into the ground, slowly lower one foot down without bending the knee more than 90 degrees and bring the foot back up. And then just alternate. The lower back will want to arch off the ground as the leg lowers, and you want to keep it from doing that. Bring it down. One more on each side. And then hug the knees in again. Okay, and then return the feet to the ground. So we've worked the obliques, we've worked the lower abs, and now we'll work those upper abs. And we'll do our breathing exercise with the hands clasped behind the back of the head. And you can do this without doing the crunch. So, if you're just feeling like, all right, enough already with the abs, just join me for the breathing without doing the crunch. So we'll start with a deep breath into the belly. And then exhale and pull the belly into the spine and lift your head up. And then inhale again. And lift higher. And then inhale and lower back down. Exhale, lift up as you pull the belly. Inhale here. And exhale, lift higher. Inhale, lower. Full breath into the belly. And then squeeze the belly in, lift the head up. Take another breath. Lift a little higher. Inhale, lower, filling the belly. Exhaling, lifting. Continue in silence. Don't forget to take your time. I said silence and then I started talking, sorry. Don't forget to take the time when you lower to really fully breathe and expand the lungs all the way. We'll do one more. And then you can straighten your legs, stretch the arms overhead, and breathe long from the feet to the fingers. And then go ahead and bring the knees in to the hands one more time. And we'll rock lengthwise on the spine, coming up to rest on the sit bones. Good. And then we'll bring the arms under the calves and then around the feet. Let the knees open out to the side. And lift the chest. Good. Take a deep breath in. And then when you exhale, try to lift the feet a little higher. Press the knees a little lower. Roll the shoulders back and down. Beautiful. Now, some of you are going to be able to do this with your first two fingers wrapped around your big toe. Some of you will hold on to your legs, maybe at your thighs or your lower legs. We're going to open the legs out to the side. And again, just hold on wherever it works for you. Drop the shoulders down the back. Steady your breath. Good. Bring the legs together. Lift the heart. Pull the feet toward your face. And then if you want, let go of the arms. And slowly lower the legs down. Lift the arms up, flex the feet, and fold over. Let's take hold of opposite elbows. Press out through the heels, pull in through the toes. Inhale and reach the elbows toward the feet. Press down through the thighs, draw the lower belly toward the spine. And then pull the arms over to the right. Let the head relax down. Keep the legs engaged. Lengthen the breath. Pull the arms over to the left. And come center, lift the arms, lift the body, release the elbows, take the arms up, pull the shoulders down. And relax the arms down. Maintain the rhythm of your breath. Cross your ankles. Come over onto hands and knees. Curl the toes under and come all the way up to standing. Feet hip width apart. So we're gonna lift the arms and lift the chest and bring the eyes back in a standing backward bend. And then we're gonna exhale and we're gonna come all the way down. And you need to make sure to drop your head. Now, I'm gonna do it fast. We're gonna go up and down and do it as fast as you're able to. And if that means that you're going slowly, that's fine. You're still warming up your spine. Looking up and then looking down so that you're really releasing your head on the exhale. That looks good. Nice. Last one. And then just come to standing. Close your eyes. Just feel the energy in your body. Feel your breathing. Feel the heat. Good. And then come to the front of your mat, please. Feet hip width apart, hands together, the chest. Establish a slow, rhythmic Ujjayi breath, dragging the breath through the back of the throat. So you're breathing through your nose, your mouth is closed, but the suction isn't happening in the nose, it's happening in the throat, making a whooshing sound. And this is a really long, steady breath. We want to try to keep the breath smooth like this as we move through our sun salutations. On an inhale, we'll bring the arms up and arch back. Exhale, folding forward. Straight legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hands to the floor. Right foot steps back into a high lunge. Exhale, left foot steps back into a plank and lowering down, either to the floor or hovering above the floor. Inhale either into cobra or upward dog if you're hovering above the floor. Exhale into downward facing dog. Hips back, hands forward. Inhale, right foot steps up between the hands. Drop the hips, bend the front knee. Exhale, back foot steps up and fold. Inhale all the way up. Leaning back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, up and back. Exhale over. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, left foot steps back. Drop the hips, runner's lunge. Exhale, right foot steps back into plank and then lower to the floor or hover above in chaturanga. And then come into either cobra or upward dog. Upward dog, you're on the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forward, step the left foot up. Exhale, right foot up and fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, inhaling up, leaning back, exhaling over. Inhaling, right foot steps back and stay there. Drop the hips down. And then lift the torso. Left hand on the left thigh, right arm up. Inhale, reach up with the right arm. Exhale, sink down with the right hip. Good. And then take the right arm over to the left. Take your gaze past your arm. Reach back through the heel. Maybe press down into the left hand a little more. And lift up straight again. And then exhale, bring the elbow to the outside of the thigh. Bring the other hand on top. Left elbow pointing up. And look up past your left elbow. Pressing your left hand down into your right hand. Try to get both hands to come to the center of your chest. Twisting the ribs up to meet your hands. Press back through your right heel. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands down, step back into plank and lower to or toward the floor. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. And lift your body. Right hand on the right thigh, sink your hips. Patty, maybe make your legs a little farther apart. Drop your hips, press back into your left heel, left arm up. Really straighten that back knee, pushing back through the heel. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink down. Then bring the arm over to the right. Take your gaze over to the left. Steady breathing. Lift up straight. Bring the elbow across to the outside of the thigh. Right hand on top of left. Look up past your right elbow. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push the right hand down, moving the hands toward the heart center. Push back through your left heel. Maintain your deep, slow breath. Inhale, facing front. Place the hands down, step forward and fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Hands down, step the left foot back. And bring the back heel onto the ground so the foot is at an angle. And then we'll windmill that left arm forward, up, all the way back to the back leg, bringing the front arm up. Bend into the front knee, reaching up and back through your hand. And then bring that right arm onto the thigh, index finger to thumb. Bring the left arm overhead. Left arm overhead facing the camera. Good. And gazing up and back. Pushing into that left foot and reaching out through the left hand. Feel that whole left side lengthening as you breathe into it. Good. Now, left arm behind your back. Take your gaze to the floor. Step your back foot forward just a little bit. And bring your right hand to the ground at about 2 o'clock of your foot. And then shift weight into the front foot and hand, lifting the back leg up. And then roll your belly up and to the left, bringing your right ribs and hip under you. Take the left arm up to the sky. If you're able to take your gaze up to the left thumb, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, just look down. And then turn your belly to face the ground. Bring your left arm back alongside your body, facing your foot. And then lift your right arm back alongside the body. Now we're going to hinge forward so that we're not parallel to the ground, but rather the leg is higher and the body is lower. And then bring the hands to the ground, bending the front knee, step the left foot back, step the right foot back, coming into plank, and lowering down toward or to the ground. Cobra or upward dog, downward dog. And left foot steps forward. Right foot comes onto the ground, leading with your right arm, reaching forward, up and back. Front knee bends. Lift the left arm, reaching up and leaning back, keeping the bend in the front knee. Good. So watch that front knee. Rod, yours is kind of wanting to bow in a little bit, so try to make sure that the knee is moving out to your left so that it's over the foot, not inside. Yeah, keep the integrity of that bend. Good. And then we'll go ahead and lift up and bring the left arm onto the left leg, index finger to thumb, right arm reaching across overhead, pushing back into the right foot and out through the right fingers. Long breath up the side ribs. And then lift the arm and place the hand behind your back. Take your gaze to the floor. Step your back foot forward just a little bit. And bring your left hand down to 10 o'clock of the foot, lifting the right leg up. And then we're really going to turn to face the right. So you can bring those left ribs under you, peel the right ribs up, and take the hand up to the sky. And then if you have the balance and the desire, bring your gaze up to your right thumb. Good. Now turn your belly to face the floor. Bring your right arm alongside of you. Bring your left arm alongside of you. And then start to fold a little bit so that your torso is lower and your leg is higher. And hands to the ground, bending the front knee. Step the back foot forward and fold. Inhale all the way up. Lift the heart. Send the eyes and hands back. Exhale, hands together at the heart. And just see if your breath needs to be caught, if it got short or shallow or rapid. Just deepen it and slow it down. Beautiful. Now we're going to step the legs wide. So if you want to stay on your mat, you can just step your right leg back and turn to face right. Or just, good. Have the legs nice and wide apart. So wide that the ankles are under the wrists if the arms were out to the side. Good. And take a couple of breaths here, just feeling the body expanding out into all the limbs, contracting back in toward the center. Then we'll take the arms up and then hinge forward halfway so that the body is parallel to the ground. And then place the left hand down, turn to the right, lift the right arm up, coming into a twist. With each exhale, you can kind of wrap your ribs a little bit more, bringing those left ones under, twisting a little more, maybe gazing up at your thumb. Come back to center. Bring the right hand down. Take the left arm up. So this isn't happening in the shoulder. You really want to get those right ribs under you and turn your body enough to face the left so that the left arm comes up effortlessly. Rod, move your right hand forward a little more. Yeah, that looks great. Really nice. Beautiful. And then come back to center. Clasp your hands behind your back. Lift your clasped hands and release your head toward the floor. Roll the shoulder blades in toward each other, letting the spine sink down like a valley between the two mountains of your shoulder blades. As you exhale, draw your belly toward your spine. Good. And then lift your body to parallel again. Take the arms forward again. And lift yourself up. Release the arms out to the side. Take a breath in. And then exhale, drop the left arm down. Take the right arm up. And then let the left arm just hang, so it's not touching the body in any way. I mean, it can touch, but there's no weight there. Breathe all the way up into your chest. Exhale and sink. Inhale, back up. Exhale, drop the right arm, lift the left one. Let the arm just hang down. Make sure your torso is lined up over your right leg, not in front of it in any way. So you can get lower if you come out of alignment, but the objective is not to get lower. The objective is to stay over your leg. Also, both feet are facing forward, so it's not a triangle pose. It's a little bit different. And the arm is hanging. Good. And inhale up. Exhale down. And then just bring the heels in so the toes are wider. Bend the knees. Lower your sit bones. Arms out to the side. Bend the elbows. Pull the shoulders down your back. Really let this release your lower back. So you don't want your butt behind you. So it's not this. It's this. Sinking down through the tailbone. That's better. Good. Can you relax here? Might help if you smiled. Good. And then bring the hands to the ground. Lower the hips all the way down. And then just rock a little bit from side to side. Yeah, you can straighten that bad knee rod if you need to. You don't have to have both legs bent if it hurts your knee. And then with the weight of your legs resting on the backs of your arms, with your elbows bent, lined up over the wrists, we're going to try to lift the left leg off the ground. And bring it back. And then we'll try the other side. Just letting the insides of the backs of the thighs rest on the shelf of the backs of your arms. Lift the right leg off the ground. Good. And bring it back and come to sitting. Okay. Let's just bring the left shin horizontally across, so we're not pulling the foot in. We're just bending the knee and the shin is horizontally across. And then we're going to take the right foot and bring it on top of the left knee and try to let the right knee relax down, hovering over or maybe even resting on the left foot. It doesn't matter if it looks like this, the stretch is your stretch. So let's bring the hands to the ground behind us and lift the chest and breathe in. And then exhale and try to relax. Closing the eyes and really moving into the deep sensations. Moving into the smooth rhythmic flow of breath, letting those waves be soothing and calming. And if you're feeling like you're not getting enough of a stretch and you want to fold forward over your legs, you may do that. And you can even have your forearms look like your shins, taking opposite elbows and releasing those down toward the ground. Long, deep breaths. If you're folded forward, lift yourself up. Good. And we'll release the legs, shake them out a bit. Bend the knees and bring that right shin in front of you horizontally. Left foot. So you want to try to have the ankle on top of the knee. And then just let the left knee relax down as much as it's able to. Hands start behind you. They may stay there. It's a pretty intense stretch, so don't feel the need to do anything more. Just see how much you're able to relax here. Not just so that your stretch can deepen, but so that your nervous system is calm, and especially beneficial to train the body to be calm in the face of challenge. And again, if you want to bend forward, you may. Certainly no need. Moving with the breath, with each exhale, releasing all the air out and just surrendering to gravity, maybe taking opposite elbows and letting those hang down. If you're bent over, slowly lift yourself up and release the legs. Shake them out. And then with the hands on the ground behind you, turn the fingers toward your feet. And then rotate your hands away from each other so that it moves your shoulder blades in and puffs your chest out. And then bend your knees, place your feet hip width apart, and lift your hips. Drop your head back. Reach your tailbone toward the backs of the knees. And slowly lower the hips down. Let's bring the backs of the hands together so that the wrists come together, and then just press the elbows down. Circle the hands around each other and the other way. Beautiful. Arms out here or up here for harder, or in between on the chest. I'm going to slowly tuck the chin and release down to the floor. Continuing to breathe. Once you get down to the ground, just place your hands on either side of you by your hips. Good. And then we'll have the feet line up under the knees. And then press into the feet and lift the hips. And then if you can clasp your hands, clasp in your non-habitual way. I'm sorry I forgot to tell you to make note of which way you did it earlier, but you're gonna know which way you want to do it automatically, and then just have the opposite thumb on the outside. And then roll the shoulders under you. Press forward into the feet, getting those hips higher. Pull the hands apart, getting those ribs higher. Aim the tailbone for the backs of the knees. Lift the back ribs. Bring weight into the upper arms. Bring breath into the chest. Release your hands. Slowly lower down. And we'll take a quick happy baby pose. Hands around the bottoms of the feet. Lifting the feet to hover over the knees. Just a few deep breaths here as a counter to the bridge pose. Letting the backs of the shoulders relax toward the floor, pulling the chin toward the chest. Spreading the breath wide into the body, deep into the lungs. And release the feet down, arms down. Lift the hips just to tuck the tailbone under. Release the legs. Shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes now. And then we'll all have the arms rest out away from the body with the palms up. Legs resting in stillness, away from each other. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the weight of the body into the ground. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the weight of the jaw. Teeth part, lips part, mouth relaxed. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind. Letting go of words and images, past and future. Letting the mind rest right here in the feeling of the breath. And then even letting go of the breath. No more effort to breathe deeply. No more effort to breathe at all. Just let breath happen naturally. Letting the mind rest in wherever you feel the breath. Nothing to do. Just a body breathing and awareness going, body breathing. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest and rock gently side to side, feeling the ground massaging your back. Come center, bring the soles of your feet together, the palms of your hands together. Rub hand to hand and foot to foot. And then roll over onto either side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, resting your awareness in this moment, feeling sensations, noticing thoughts if there are any, noticing the mood, noticing if there's any sense of well-being or not. And then slowly begin to lift yourself up to sitting. Let your head come up last. Sit any way that you're comfortable. Sinking down through the sit bones, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.